Welcome to tonight's top news stories from around the world. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Let's get started with the headlines making waves right now. Former President Jimmy Carter was honored with a farewell ceremony. All five living U.S. presidents attended Jimmy Carter's funeral in Washington. President Biden cancelled Italy trip to focus on California wildfires response. New York's top court declines to delay Trump's sentencing as prosecutors push back. Fetterman becomes first Democratic senator to meet Trump at Mar-a-Lago. $17,000 doctors urged Senate to reject RFK Jr. as Health Secretary. Los Angeles fires leave 5 dead and thousands displaced. Governor Hochul showcases resilience after 2024 natural disasters. Poland considers ICC exemption for Netanyahu to attend Auschwitz Memorial. Japan faces largest flu outbreak in 25 years, over 317,000 cases recorded. Neymar announces 2026 World Cup will be his last. And Djokovic faces tough challenge at Australian Open. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, was honored with a state funeral at the National Cathedral on January 9, 2025. President Joe Biden delivered a heartfelt eulogy highlighting Carter's character, faith, and legacy. Biden described Carter as a man of strength and dignity who believed in treating everyone with respect. Carter's funeral marked the conclusion of 6 days of remembrance for the former president who passed away on December 29, 2024 at the age of 100. Former Presidents Clinton, Obama, George W. Bush, and President-elect Donald Trump attended the service alongside other dignitaries. After the funeral, Carter's casket was transferred to Joint Base Andrews and flown to Georgia for burial in plains next to his wife of 77 years, Rosalind. A ceremonial honor guard gave a final salute with a 21-gun salute and the hymn, "O Master, Let Me Walk With Thee." Reverend Andrew Young, a civil rights leader, praised Carter for championing equality. Carter's grandson, James Carter, recited the Beatitudes during the service. Carter's legacy as a man of faith, humility, and public service continues to inspire people across the nation. All five living U.S. presidents gathered to honor Jimmy Carter at his state funeral held at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. This marked a rare moment as the leaders came together publicly for the first time since 2018. President Joe Biden, President-elect Donald Trump, and Former presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton attended the funeral of the 39th president, who passed away on December 29, 2024, at the age of 100. President Biden delivered a heartfelt eulogy, highlighting Carter's legacy of faith and service. During the ceremony, Mr. Biden and First Lady Jill Biden were seated alongside Vice President Kamala Harris and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff in the front row. Other former presidents and their spouses, including Trump and Obama, were seen exchanging smiles before the service began. Former Vice Presidents Al Gore and Mike Pence also attended and greeted Trump during the event. The service included tributes, military honors, and personal moments. This was the first state funeral since George H.W. Bush's in 2018. Carter's funeral brought leaders together to honor his remarkable life and service to the nation. President Biden decided to cancel his planned diplomatic visit to Italy to stay in the U.S. and to manage the response to the deadly California wildfires. The decision came after he returned from Los Angeles, where he met with emergency responders and discussed the ongoing fires. The White House confirmed that the president canceled the trip to concentrate on directing the federal response. Multiple fires continued to burn in Los Angeles County, with tens of thousands of residents being evacuated. The fires showed little containment, prompting Biden to approve a major disaster declaration. This allowed federal resources to be used to support the affected individuals. At a press conference, President Biden, joined by California Governor Gavin Newsom, assured full federal support. He said, "We are prepared to do whatever it takes to contain these fires and help rebuild." Biden's cancelled trip to Italy was to include meetings with Pope Francis, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and President Sergio Mattarella, marking his final foreign visit of his presidency. He pledged that the U.S. government would do everything to assist California in its recovery. New York's highest court decided not to block the sentencing of Donald Trump, which was set for Friday. A deputy clerk for Judge Jenny Rivera informed Trump's lawyer that the court would not intervene. Trump was convicted last year on 34 felony counts for falsifying business records in the hush money case. His legal team appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, claiming that evidence shown during the trial violated his constitutional rights to presidential immunity. The court ordered prosecutors to respond by Thursday morning. Manhattan prosecutors argued against delaying the sentencing, stating that Trump's history and disregard for the justice system should not prevent the proceedings. They also opposed the claim that future presidential immunity could shield him from criminal charges now. Trump was found guilty of falsifying records related to a 2016 payment to an adult film star, which was made before his first term as president. His legal team argued it was unconstitutional for the jury to see evidence from his time in office. The sentencing is set to proceed just days before his upcoming inauguration. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Democratic Senator John Fetterman from Pennsylvania confirmed he planned to meet President-elect Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago estate. This will be the first time a sitting Democratic U.S. Senator visits Trump's Palm Beach residence since his election. Fetterman said he accepted Trump's invitation to discuss key issues. "I am a senator for everyone in Pennsylvania, not just Democrats," Fetterman stated. He emphasized the importance of discussing national and state matters with Trump. Sources revealed Trump hopes to gain Fetterman's support for nominees including Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary. Fetterman has shown openness to certain Trump proposals like controlling Greenland, which he said was worth discussing. Trump previously campaigned against Fetterman in 2022, falsely accusing him of illegal drug use. Despite past conflicts, Fetterman expressed readiness for dialogue, saying, "No one is my gatekeeper." Fetterman was also the first Democrat to sponsor the Laken-Riley Act, focused on securing borders and addressing non-citizen crimes. A transition official noted the meeting plan could change. Trump recently met other Democratic leaders, including Representative Pat Ryan, to discuss bipartisan issues like the SALT tax deduction. Fetterman's term ends in 2028, when Pennsylvania may again be a key battleground state. Over 17,000 doctors recently signed a letter asking the Senate to reject Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination as Health Secretary. President-elect Donald Trump nominated Kennedy to lead the Department of Health and Human Services, but many health professionals claimed he is unqualified and dangerous for the role. The letter, organized by the Committee to Protect Health Care, criticized Kennedy's history of spreading false claims about vaccines and public health issues. This appointment insults every health professional working to protect patients from preventable illnesses, the letter stated. In November, the American Public Health Association also opposed Kennedy's nomination, citing his lack of proper training and leadership skills. Former Vice President Mike Pence criticized the choice, raising concerns about Kennedy's stance on abortion policies. Kennedy has often argued that federal policies worsened health issues like autism, ADHD, infertility, and obesity, while focusing on food additives and pesticides. However, his anti-vaccine views have drawn sharp criticism. The doctors demanded the Senate reject Kennedy's nomination and prioritize science-based leadership. The Senate is expected to address this issue soon, as Kennedy's nomination remains a controversial topic. Wildfires across the Los Angeles area have devastated communities, killing at least 5 people and destroying over 1,300 structures. As of January 9, 2025, the fires burned more than 45 square miles, forcing around 179,000 residents to evacuate. The Palisades fire alone destroyed hundreds of structures and grew to 27 square miles. The Eaton fire in northern Los Angeles County claimed 5 lives, burned 16 square miles, and destroyed nearly 1,000 homes. The Sunset Fire, which started earlier in the week in Hollywood Hills, threatened landmarks but was contained, allowing residents to return. Smaller fires, including the Hearst and Lydia fires, burned hundreds of acres but were partially contained. A local resident tearfully described losing her home in Altadena. She and her family evacuated with nothing but the clothes they were wearing. "We don't even have a home or a school for my children," she said. Officials are warning that climate change is worsening fire seasons, with hotter and drier conditions creating more frequent and intense wildfires. Firefighters continue working tirelessly to control the blazes and protect lives. Governor Kathy Hochul announced that New York State handled several major natural disasters in 2024, including snowstorms, flooding, tornadoes, extreme heat, wildfires, a drought, and an earthquake. The state responded to 32 tornadoes, breaking the previous record of 25 set in 1992. Major disasters, including Hurricane Beryl and Tropical Storm Debby, caused severe flooding, earning 4 federal disaster declarations. In July, the state faced record tornado activity with 23 confirmed in 1 month. Wildfires burned in the eastern region during fall, requiring over 1,300 firefighters and federal support. A historic drought prompted a statewide drought warning in November. Snowstorms early in 2024 dumped feet of snow across western and upstate New York, and an April earthquake led to infrastructure inspections. New York also supported hurricane-affected southern states and managed over 1 million visitors from April's solar eclipse. Governor Hochul emphasized readiness for future emergencies through continued training and collaboration. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Poland's President Andrzej Duda has requested a special exemption for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to attend the 80th anniversary of Auschwitz liberation, despite an International Criminal Court arrest warrant. The memorial will mark 8 decades since Allied forces freed prisoners from the Nazi death camp on January 27, 1945. Duda urged Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk to ensure Netanyahu could participate without legal issues. Netanyahu has not confirmed if he plans to attend. The ICC issued arrest warrants in November for Netanyahu and others over alleged war crimes linked to the 2023 Hamas attack and the Gaza conflict. Poland, as an ICC member, must arrest individuals with ICC warrants entering its territory. However, Poland's Deputy Prime Minister dismissed concerns, stating Netanyahu was unlikely to visit Europe. The Auschwitz Memorial is a global event honoring Holocaust victims, with over 1.1 million Jews killed at the camp. Duda awaits Tusk's decision on granting Netanyahu a safe visit. Japan experienced its largest influenza outbreak in 25 years during the last week of December 2024. Between December 23rd and December 29th, health authorities confirmed 317,812 flu cases based on data from 5,000 medical clinics. This marked the highest weekly count since records began. Flu cases in Japan typically increase in winter, but this season's spike was exceptional. Other countries, including France and Britain, also reported sharp rises in flu cases recently. Australia's flu season in 2024 logged over 350,000 confirmed cases. Japanese health officials are urging people to take preventive measures, including vaccinations and wearing masks. Medical experts have warned that flu infections might remain high through the winter months. The government plans to monitor the situation closely and provide additional medical resources if needed. Authorities are also preparing awareness campaigns to reduce the spread of the flu and protect vulnerable populations in the coming weeks. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Neymar has confirmed that the 2026 World Cup will be his final appearance in the tournament, expressing confidence that Brazil will qualify. The 32-year-old forward, who has not played for Brazil in over a year, stated that this would be his last chance and he would give everything to participate. Despite Brazil's struggles in South American World Cup qualifying, where they currently sit fifth, Neymar believes in the team's potential to secure a spot. "We have a year and a half to work and to reach the World Cup," Neymar said. He also mentioned the possibility of reuniting with former Barcelona teammates Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez at US club Inter Miami. Neymar, who recently returned to play for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, is focusing on recovering from injury and preparing for the 2026 tournament, set to take place in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. By then, he will be 34 years old. Novak Djokovic, aiming for his 11th Australian Open title, has been handed a challenging draw. The Serbian champion will begin his campaign against American wildcard Nishish Basavariti. Djokovic could face Grigor Dimitrov in the fourth round, followed by a potential quarter-final clash with Carlos Alcaraz and a semi-final matchup with Alexander Zverev. Meanwhile, Yannick Sinner, the defending champion, starts his title defense against Nicolas Jarry. Sinner, who won last year's Australian Open by defeating Daniil Medvedev, is under a doping investigation after testing positive for a banned steroid, although he was exonerated by the International Tennis Integrity Agency. In the women's draw, Aryna Sabalenka begins her title defense against Sloane Stephens, aiming to become the first woman since Martina Hingis to win 3 consecutive Australian Open titles. Coco Gauff and Iga Swiatek also face tough opponents as the tournament begins this weekend. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,240.74. The NYSE Composite is increased by 26.86 points or 0.14%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,605.09. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 375.97 points or 0.94%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,211.39. The Shanghai index is decreased by 18.77 points or 0.58%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,240.89. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 38.95 points or 0.20%. Bombay's top close price is 77,620.21. The Sensex index is decreased by 528.28 points or 0.68%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Former President Jimmy Carter was honored with a farewell ceremony. All 5 living U.S. presidents attended Jimmy Carter's funeral in Washington. President Biden cancelled Italy trip to focus on California wildfires response. New York's top court declines to delay Trump's sentencing as prosecutors push back. Fetterman becomes first Democratic senator to meet Trump at Mar-a-Lago. $17,000 doctors urged Senate to reject RFK Jr. as Health Secretary. Los Angeles fires leave 5 dead and thousands displaced. Governor Hochul showcases resilience after 2024 natural disasters. Poland considers ICC exemption for Netanyahu to attend Auschwitz Memorial. Japan faces largest flu outbreak in 25 years, over 317,000 cases recorded. Neymar announces 2026 World Cup will be his last. And Djokovic faces tough challenge at Australian Open. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.